Well, another taste of insanity would be the death.
Hey guys, and welcome to Ozzie Reviews. Today I'm checking out the Thompson Center Dimension bolt action rifle in 30-06. Now this rifle is made in the USA. It comes with a lifetime warranty. It's available in both left and right hand versions and weighs approximately 7 pounds. Now the rifle itself comes standard with Weaver bases. As you can see, I've put on some worn rings. They're quick detachable ones, and also a Leupold 3.5 to 10 by 40 optic on top. I thought I'd stay with the American theme for the review. Now the bolt itself has a short 60-degree lift, so that's ideal for fast follow-up shots. The safety is just to the side, the right hand side of the bolt here, just a lever forward and back, nothing too special about that. Now the magazine is a 3-shot detachable single stack mag. The trigger can be fully adjusted from 3 to 5 pounds. Now the stock itself is a composite stock with Armour Soft grip panels. The barrel in 30-06 is 24 inches, and it's fully free floating, as you can see there. Now to the rear of the stock, we've actually got spacers, so that's ideal. Obviously you can adjust the length of pull to suit your individual preference. You've got a sling stud at the rear there, also at the front of the stock, so you can attach a sling, no problem at all. And you've also got a fairly generous kick pad here to the rear as well. Now obviously that's pretty handy, especially when you're using a heavier caliber like 30-06. Now the actual bolt, this is one thing I found a little bit strange. As you can see here, if you were to pull the bolt out like a traditional bolt action rifle, it would actually hit the cheek piece that's built into the rear of the stock there. So there's a little trick to actually getting it out. On the other side here, obviously you've got the bolt release. So when the bolt actually comes back, okay, just past the rear of the scope there, obviously you've got to push the bolt release in, and then you've got to turn it right over, probably to about 9 or 10 o'clock position, and then you can actually take it out. So there, I've had a little bit of trouble just getting that out. I mean, got to jiggle it back and forward a couple of times. So that's probably one thing that I found a little bit tricky with this bolt. So for whatever reason, if you had to get that bolt out in a hurry, yeah, you'd have a little bit of trouble doing so. I think I certainly have to fiddle with it. But that's how you do it. If you were to try to just pull it straight back, you're going to start hitting and chopping into the stock. Okay. The real big thing about this rifle is obviously it's just been released this year, 2012. Like most rifles nowadays, this interchangeability of calibres seems to be a real popular thing. So Thompson Center have certainly gone down those lines, and with this rifle you can interchange it with various different calibres. So just to try to explain it to you in the most simplistic terms, what they've done is they've grouped the calibres into various groups. So you've got Group A, which is a 204 Ruger and 223. Then you've got Group B, which is 22-250, 7mm 08, 243 and 308. Then you've got Group C, which is a 270, 30-06. And then you've got Group D, which is 7mm Remington Magnum and then 300 Win Mag. Now you can see here, this is what comes with the rifle. You've got a lock and you've got a manual, but what you need is these tools here to actually interchange the calibers. So for example, depending on what caliber you actually go to will depend on what you actually need, whether you need a different bolt or different magazine. Obviously you're going to need a different barrel no matter what, because you're changing calibers naturally. Okay, so hypothetically, say from the 30-06 here I wanted to go into 270. Now I'd have to change out the barrel. However, because the magazine and the bolt are Group C, which encompasses both 270 and 30-06, I don't need to change the magazine, nor do I need to change the bolt, because the two calibers fall within the same group. Okay, so you can never forget which group you've got. With the different parts. You can see the C there on the bottom of the bolt, and then also there's a C there on the magazine as well. So yeah, you just can't mix them up, which is a very simplistic design, but well thought out. So what I'll do now is I've actually got a conversion kit here for 223, so that's Group A, so that's going to require a new mag, a new bolt, and then obviously change out the barrel. So I'm going to show you with the tools here just how quick and easy it is to change it out. So I'll just put the bolt and the mag off to the side. On the bottom you'll see two Allen screws just to the behind the trigger guard, and then also just in front of the magazine well. Okay, so what you do is you just grab your torque wrench, put that in like so, turn it anti-clockwise and loosen it off. I find once it's loose there, I don't keep going with the torque wrench. I actually use the end of the V-block wrench to release it off fully. I just find it a hell of a lot quicker. Okay, so that's done. Then just to the rear here, same again, loosen that off. Okay, so what you'll find is the actual stock will just come straight off. It's got a little bit more loosening behind the trigger guard. Okay, that's it. So simple as that. We'll just put the stock over to the side here. Okay, now to take the barrel off, it's pretty straightforward. On the bottom you've just got a slot here where the V-block wrench screws into. So just screw that up just till it's firm, like so. And then there's two holes in the V-block. Now when you look closely, hopefully you'll be able to see that on the camera, there's a little L there, which obviously stands for loosen, and then T around the other side for tighten. So you can't mess up with it. It's pretty much child-proof, this. So all you need to do with your torque wrench, so we want to loosen, so we put it in the correct hole there, and then all you do is you just turn and loosen like so. So then you'll see the barrel nut, it's loose. You can just screw the rest of it off just by hand. It just comes off the barrel there, like so. Then you need to take the V-block wrench out, and then the barrel just comes straight on out. All you need to do is just pull it straight out, like so. And that's it, there's the barrel off. Okay, now to put on the 223 barrel, grab that. So you can see there, 223. Now there's notches that line up, so once again you can only put this on one way. So if you see the little notch on the bottom there of the barrel nut thread, so that just goes straight in on the barrel, and like so. So what you need to do then obviously is just grab the V-block wrench, tighten that back down just till it's firm, and then turn it up, and then obviously you want to tighten, so you're going to select the hole with T, put the torque wrench in, oops sorry, the barrel nut first of all, put that on. And then you just tighten. Now the great thing is you hear that click, it's got like a safety built in, so you can't over tighten, which is just excellent because you can't ruin any of the thread. So when you push and it's at its limit there, it will actually click and release. So all you need to do is just take the wrench out, then just take the V-block wrench out. Now to actually change over to another caliber there, you've got the magazine, but you've also got the magazine housing, so you need to change that out. Okay, so this is the 30-06 one, so the mag was taken out obviously, but this is the housing that's left in it, just there. Okay, now that's also got a C on it, so you can never mix them up. Okay, so we grab the 223, take the mag out of the housing there. And you just push it in like so. Okay, so that's in. And then put the receiver back in. Once that's in, hold it in, flip it over. Use the V-block wrench again to tighten it up. Okay, so that's firm. And then we're just going to use the torque wrench to make sure it is as tight as what it should be. Okay, so that's clicked. So you just know that it's firm enough by that click. Same with the rear. Okay, pretty much simple as that. We're almost good to go here. So you get the magazine, which is A, which obviously is a 223 magazine. Slip that in. And then finally the bolt. That's all you need to do is put that in. Just like so. So that's it. It's as simple as that. So I think it's a really great idea. I mean, if you're on a budget, this rifle overall is under $1,000 here in Australia. Obviously that's without the optics. You've got to spend more money for that. But you know, under $1,000, I mean, I think that's a really good deal. If you want a conversion kit, the full conversion kit with the barrel, the mag and the different bolt, will be about probably just under the $650 mark from your local dealer. But shop round, because obviously, as we all know, different dealers can offer different discounts. Now, if for example you wanted something that was in the same group, so say for example, let's choose a group with a wide range. So group B are the calibres there, which I said were 22-50, 7mm08, 243 and 308. So say for example, like you wanted this rifle, you bought it in 308, and you want to do shoot like lighter pills through it, so you wanted 22-250. Well, you could save yourself some money there, because obviously you don't need to change out the magazine or the bolt, because the bolt and the mag will still be under that group B. So the only thing you need to do is just get an actual barrel. So to buy a barrel for one of these, you actually get a magazine that comes with the barrel, but it's $350 or just under from your local dealer. So really, I mean, for just under $1,000, you could buy yourself one of these in 308, and then for say another 300, 350, you could get the conversion kit over to 22-250. So, you know, I mean, for definitely under $1,500, you've basically got two rifles in one. Now, I'll just touch briefly on the sighting in of this. Obviously, when you change out the barrel, you need to re-sight the rifle in, because it's not going to be zero when you change calibers. However, Thompson Center have actually got a bridge mount on the barrel. I'll just show you on the 30-06 barrel so you can see it a bit clearer. You can see the notches there. Now that is actually for a bridge mount. So it'll attach at the front here and then to the rear of the receiver. So when the actual barrel goes on, obviously that mount, when it's attached to it, it's going to allow your optic to be zero for that caliber. So I don't have one here. I can't comment any more on it other than what I've seen in the manual there. They say that it'll work for the different calibers. But for me, I've just got the setup here, and I'll have to re-sight it in once I change out the calibers. Alright, so let's get on out the farm now, and let's put this rifle through a few different tests and just see how it performs. Okay, so I've got the rifle in the 223 configuration. What I've got is 4 different types of ammo that I'll fire through it. It's all factory ammo. First one is the Hornady 55 grain V-Max. Then we've got the Federal Premium 60 grain Norsler Petitions. Then I've got the 55 grain soft points from Federal. And then last of all, from Federal Premium, we've got their 55 grain ballistic tips. So what we'll do, just because the rifle comes with a 3-shot magazine, is we'll just shoot 3 shots out at 100 meters there. I've got a target. So we'll just see how the factory ammo performs. So if you have a look out there at 100 meters, you'll see that the target I've set up has got 4 circles on it. So we'll just shoot 3 shots of each individual ammunition at each individual circle and just see how it groups. So first of all, we'll start with the Hornady V-Max. Okay, so now we'll shoot 3 shots of the Norsler 60 grain partitions, and we'll go for the bottom left target. Okay, now we'll shoot 3 shots of the Federal 55 grain soft points, and we'll go for the top right target. Okay, and last of all, we'll do 3 shots of the Federal Premium 55 grain ballistic tip. Now you can see there, first of all with the Hornady, I mean, not too bad there. Then we go down to the Federal, that was the partitions. They've sort of started to spread a little bit there. Then we go up to the 55 grain soft points from Federal. Once again, they've spread out there. But when we come down to the Federal Premium in the ballistic tips, they seem to hold quite a nice group there, so you'd be looking about 1/2 inch. So the rifle definitely performs as promised there at 1/2 inch MOA there at 100 yards. One thing that you need to remember though with this, the table I've got isn't exactly a concrete table, so even when I'm lining that up and shooting, there is some movement in it, which makes it a little bit harder. And as you can see now here on the farm, the wind has picked up as well. So I mean, it's not absolute ideal bench rest conditions, but we're more about testing the rifle under real conditions. So this is the result here. So what I'll do now is I'll just take this target down. What we'll do is we'll just put up a few potatoes, and I'll actually put up a watermelon here because I want to see the result of the actual ballistic tip when that gets shot. So from the feedback you guys are giving me, you love that part of my review when I actually shoot at those sort of things. So let's just have a bit of fun with the rifle now, and then we'll change it over to the 30-06 and show you some real power. Okay, let's get to it. I've got a couple of cans, a couple of potatoes, and a watermelon. So still using the 55 grain ballistic tips. We'll shoot at them and we'll just have a bit of fun. Now the one everyone's been waiting for, the watermelon. Oh, okay, so that's it for the 223 guys. What I'll do now is we'll just use the tools and we'll quickly change it over to the 30-06. Then we'll have to sight it in, and we'll try just a couple of different ammos with that as well. Okay, so I've got the 30-06 set up now. So I've only got 2 different types of ammo. I've got the Federal 150 grain soft points, and then I've got the Federal Premium 150 grain ballistic tips. So what we'll do is just, once again, out at 100 yards there, we've just got a paper target. We'll just fire 3 shots and we'll just see how the various ammo groups, and then we'll have a bit of fun. So I'll start off just with the power shot. Okay, so you can see there it's grouped not too bad. We'll go out and have a look at it shortly. But first of all, I'll just fire 3 shots of this 150 grain ballistic tip. Just a bit more towards the centre. You can see the results there. We're probably looking at about an inch or maybe just under an inch, possibly about probably 3/4 of an inch. Now once again, as you can see there, just with the breeze it's moving the target, so you know it's not under that ideal bench rest conditions, so the accuracy is still quite good considering the conditions we're in. Just out of interest though, where I've shot the ballistic tips, have a look behind the target here, and through this old hardwood tree it's just punched a line straight through. That really shows the power of the 30-06. It's certainly a cartridge with a lot of punch. So what we'll do now is we'll just take down this target. We'll do exactly the same as what we did before, put up a few cans, a couple of potatoes, and of course watermelon, see how we go from there. So I'll use the ballistic tips here, the 150 grainers, and we'll just see how we go. Hopefully I've got it sighted in enough to be able to take those accurate shots. That's one thing with the rifle naturally, is when you change out the calibre, you go to another calibre, then obviously you've got to take a few shots to get it sighted right in again. You can really hear that thud. I mean, and that's just taking that whole watermelon out. So there is just so much energy downrange when you're using the 30-06. It really is a great calibre. Well guys, we'll finish up the review. Hopefully that's given you a really good demonstration of what the Thompson Center Dimension rifle is all about. It really is a good setup with regards to the interchangeability of the calibre system. Me personally, I'd probably prefer 2 rifles, but that's just me. Some people who are on a budget, obviously you've got to look at other options, and this certainly allows you to go into another calibre without that, you know, too much additional cost. So overall, the rifle is a really good rifle. I'm quite happy with it. Certainly accurate enough for my needs, especially on the farm there or any sort of hunting situations. I mean, let's be honest, it's not a bench rest rifle, it is a hunting rifle. It's nice and lightweight, and you should use it accordingly. So definitely worth checking out. If you are interested in getting one, just go in, have a talk to your local dealer, and see what price they can do. Alright guys, I'll finish up the review. Thanks so much for watching. Really enjoyed the review, and I hope you did too. So till next time, take care, and we'll see you then.